Once upon a time, in the land of Bada, people waited for a big celebration. It was called the Day of Freedom, a happy day for everyone in the country. People said it was the day their country became free 100 years ago. The great King Sunan was going to speak to all people from the tall white tower. He would also let many white birds fly into the sky as a sign of peace. The streets were bright with flags and flowers, full of laughter and music. Children ran with balloons, and families cooked food together in the open air. But far from the happy noise, one small house stayed dark and quiet. Inside that house lived a kind woman and her young son, Aladdin. The woman had a gentle face, but her eyes looked sad and tired. She had not gone to the city for the celebration for 2 long years. Her son wanted her to go this time because he wished to see her happy again. "Mother," said Aladdin, "please come to the city tomorrow. It will be beautiful." His mother smiled softly. "No, my child, no one wants to see me there." "Why?" asked Aladdin. "You always say, if we do nothing wrong, we should not hide." The mother looked away. "Some people still hate me for what happened long ago. Then I will stand with you," said Aladdin. "You taught me to be brave." She touched his cheek and smiled again. "You are a good boy, my son." That night, they ate dinner together. The food was simple but warm. Aladdin said, "Mother's food is the best in the whole world." His mother laughed for the first time in a very long time. After dinner, Aladdin asked, "Mother, what is the Day of Freedom?" She said, "It is the day King Yenawa won a great battle 100 years ago. He fought the Mongol Emperor, Khan, and our land became free." Aladdin listened with wide eyes. "That is amazing, Mother." She smiled. "Yes, my child, tomorrow, our king will speak, and the birds will fly. Then we will go together," said Aladdin, full of joy. The mother paused and whispered, "Maybe, this year, I will try." At the same time, in another part of the city, a secret meeting began. In a dark room, the Prime Minister and his men sat around a table. They spoke in low voices about a dangerous plan. The Prime Minister said, "Tomorrow, the king will die during his speech." One of the men asked, "How will we do it, my lord?" "We will hire the best archer in the land," said the Prime Minister. "He will shoot one arrow straight into the king's heart." The men looked scared but greedy. They wanted gold and power. The Prime Minister smiled an evil smile. "After that, I will be the new king." He laughed loudly, and his voice echoed in the room. Meanwhile, Aladdin sat near the window, looking at the moon. In his hands, he held a small old lamp, shining softly in the moonlight. It was not a normal lamp. Inside lived a magic spirit named Jinny. Jinny could appear when someone touched the lamp and wished for help. Aladdin found this lamp by chance many years ago. He and Jinny had become good friends since then. Sometimes Jinny made Aladdin laugh by making small lights dance in the air. But tonight, Jinny felt quiet. The lamp glowed weakly. "What is wrong, Jinny?" Aladdin whispered. Jinny spoke softly. "Someone is coming for me, Aladdin. I can feel it." "Coming for you? Who?" asked Aladdin, surprised. "A man with a dark cloak. He wants the lamp for his own power." Aladdin remembered the man he saw in the market that morning. The man had whispered to him, "Bring me that lamp tomorrow, and you will get 50,000 gold coins." At first, Aladdin thought it was a dream, but now he understood it was real. He held the lamp tightly. "What should I do, Jinny?" Jinny said, "Do what your heart says, not what gold says." But Aladdin thought about his poor mother and their small house. He whispered to himself, "With 50,000 gold, Mother will never cry again." The next morning, The whole city of Bada was full of music and color. Flags waved, people smiled, and bells rang across the streets. Aladdin woke up late. The sun was already high in the sky. He jumped from bed. Oh no! I must give the lamp before sunset. He ran to his mother's room, but she was not there. Mother? He called. There was no answer. He looked for Jinny too, but the lamp was gone from his table. Oh no! Cried Aladdin. Where are they? They never leave without telling me. He ran outside. The city was full of people celebrating. He pushed through the crowd, calling, Mother, Jinny. Some people looked at him and laughed, thinking he was crazy. Far away, his mother was walking slowly through the crowd. It was the first time in 20 years she had gone out during the celebration. Her heart beat fast, but she wanted to be brave for her son. People whispered when they saw her, that is the wife of a traitor. She held her head high and kept walking. I did nothing wrong, she said softly. But near the city gate, a strange thing happened. A big golden goose walked in front of her. People shouted, Look, a magic bird, a witch is near. The mother stopped. The goose turned its head and spoke. Yes, it is true, said the goose. The witch has returned. A dark shadow fell over the street, and people screamed in fear. From the smoke, a woman in black appeared. Her name was Witch Chamba. She laughed loudly. I have come back, and I will take what is mine. She looked at Aladdin's mother. We will have small witches to gather our children. People ran away, shouting, A witch is real. Aladdin heard the screams and ran toward the noise. He saw the witch and shouted, Leave my mother alone. Chamba turned and smiled. The boy of the lamp, I was waiting for you. Aladdin's eyes went wide. You know about the lamp? Of course, said Chamba. The lamp was mine long ago. Jinny appeared in a flash of blue light. That is not true. The crowd gasped. The air was full of light and magic. Jinny stood tall in front of Aladdin and his mother, ready to fight. The witch Chamba raised her hands, and black fire filled the sky. People screamed and ran in all directions, trying to escape. Aladdin shouted, Jinny, please save my mother. Jinny's eyes shone like stars. I will protect you, my friend. He lifted his hands, and bright golden light covered the street. The witch screamed, No, this power is too strong. Her shadow form began to break apart into black smoke. But before she vanished, she laughed one last time. You cannot stop what is coming. The king will die today. Her body disappeared in a cloud of dark dust. Jinny breathed heavily. She is gone, for now. Aladdin ran to his mother. Are you hurt? I'm fine, my son, she said softly, holding his hand. But Jinny looked worried. She spoke about the king. We must warn him. At that moment, far away in the royal tower, the king was walking to the balcony. The prime minister followed behind him with a fake smile. Crowds filled the square, waving flags and shouting with joy. The king lifted his hands and spoke, My people, today we celebrate freedom. The crowd cheered, but high above, in a tower window, a man named his bow. It was the hired archer. His eyes were cold. His arrow was ready. At that very moment, Aladdin and Jinny arrived near the palace gate. Jinny, cried Aladdin, you must stop the arrow. Jinny closed his eyes, and time began to slow down. The arrow flew from the window toward the king's heart. Jinny moved like wind, reaching the king just in time. He caught the arrow in his hand before it hit the king. The crowd gasped. The king turned around in shock. Jinny whispered, You are safe, your majesty. Then he vanished before anyone could see him. The prime minister's face went white. His plan had failed. Guards shouted, "Find the man who shot the arrow." The archer tried to escape, but he was caught at the gate. When they asked who sent him, he pointed to the prime minister. The crowd was silent. The king's eyes were full of anger. "Take him away," said the king. "Justice will be done." Meanwhile, Aladdin stood outside the palace, looking at the sky. Jinny appeared beside him again, smiling. "You did well, Aladdin," Jinny said. "The king lives, and peace stays." Aladdin nodded, but the witch said something bad will come. Jinny looked far away. "Yes, she will return, stronger than before." Aladdin asked, "Then what will we do?" Jinny smiled. "We will be ready, my friend. This is only the beginning." Far away, the moon rose over the city, shining on the quiet streets. The people of Bada slept in peace, not knowing what dark things waited ahead. And so ended the first day of freedom and the beginning of a new legend. To be continued.